Whoops. Sorry, everybody. I was getting a little drink of coffee there. Good morning. Good morning. It's Gina Captain Stitches. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Just popping on for a really quick little short stitch and chat this morning. I'm going to talk about some of the habits that I have and hopefully find out some of the habits that some of you may have also when it comes to your quilting, crafting, your stitching, whatever it may be that you do in your sewing rooms and craft rooms. But let me say hello to, I think it just scrolled up on me. Hello to Danielle. She says she is from Michigan. Welcome, welcome, Danielle. Hello, Ingrid. Sarah from Sarah's Quilting Journey is here. Welcome, Sarah. And also, Tracy from Sojourney is here. Welcome, welcome, Tracy. We have Deborah Holman. Hello, Deborah. We have Deborah Williams, better known as Debbie. Hello, good morning, Debbie. And Kathy is here from Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. Welcome, welcome. We also have Susan Gabrielle this morning. We have Polly this morning. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So, thank you, everyone, for joining me this morning. And this isn't a habit, but I just want to share with you one of the things that I wish I had the habit of was being able to know how to use a curling iron correctly. I have a problem with when you look in the mirror and everything's reversed. My hands don't like to coordinate with my head and tools that way. So I keep experimenting with trying to curl my hair. And I even ordered, the long barrel curling iron that you're supposed to get those side, long curls in, like when I was at my hairdresser last, and that's how she curled my hair. So I've been trying to do the same thing. Well, it won't work. So I picked these up at Walmart the other day. I got the little band on them. And for those of you that used to get perms, yes, they look just like the rollers back in the day when I used to get a perm, but it comes in two different sizes and it just says for getting tight curls. So I tried them this morning and I was a little surprised when I took them out. I mean, my hair wasn't even wet. It was dry and I put them in and just left them a while. And it's like, I got a little bit more curl than what I was expecting. So I had to try and get some of it out. But anyhow, they do work. I did definitely get curl. But it's actually kind of funny. But hello, Beverly. Welcome, welcome. Let me scroll back up there. Thank you, Beverly. Beverly, if you would this morning, I would really love it if you drop some of the links to the ones that are on here that have channels, which I know that Sarah does and Kathy does also, if you can drop their links. I went in before I came on and saw that they were on, and I tried to do it, and it took me to the thing, but I couldn't copy their link and drop it. So I was trying, though. But so good morning, everyone. The first thing that I am going to say is a habit, of course, and I think I said something about having coffee and whatever with this is having my big cup of coffee in the morning. Need that to get going. And of course, you see the other habit is having everything match my stitching cottage out here. But one of the things I also do, the first thing when I have to take that back, not exactly the first thing, and I guess this is also a habit that I wasn't, thinking of sharing, but the first thing I do when I come out here is anything that I didn't put back where it belongs or clear off when I leave here in the evening and go back into the house, which sometimes the only reason that is because it can sometimes be between midnight and 2:00 in the morning when I go back into the house. So sometimes it's just, okay, you're tired, you're ready to go in, and there's a few things I leave out. My habit is really to put things away as I use them so that there's, never the clutter, never the disorganization. Everything is put away and in its place as I use it. But every once in a while, like I say, when it's late at night, there are a few things that might get left out. So first thing I do when I walk in is anything I left out gets put away. The surfaces get cleared back off and everything with a clean slate for the new day to start. So everything is there and ready. Hello. I was going to say Polly, but that's just the other one still welcoming. I don't see anyone other than Beverly so far. That there's So Terry also. Welcome, welcome, So Terry. Thank you. And I know I am on a half an hour earlier than my previously scheduled time that I said I would be on Mondays and Thursdays, but I think it will probably be 11:30 instead, just so you know. We going on from 11:30 and just around an hour, maybe a little bit less. Who knows? But so you know that before I forget. Okay. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. I love that. I love that. Okay. So I was talking about the first thing I do then is clear off everything and start with a clean slate for the day. The next thing I do is I am a journaler, as any of you that know me and have watched me for any length of time know that I am, and that I keep several journals. But the journal that I always pick up first thing in the morning, and I even have it coded, for the month that we're in and can go back to the other months, is pick it up. I keep my pen in it so it opens right up to the page that I'm at, and I put the date and start with Morning Cottage and the time that I came out here, and I keep tracking this, everything that I do during the day, and whether it was in, the morning, afternoon, or evening. The exact specific hour, no, but I know the time frame on what I'm working on when, and that is kept in here. So that's the first thing I pick up, put the date in there, start off right away with putting in there what I am doing. And that is a great habit to have, because you can go back, and I keep these, from year to year, and you can look up and see what it was. If somebody is questioning how long it took you to do something, when was it that you did that, I can go back and I can check in this for the general thing. I also keep journal specific ones to projects, things in progress, that type of thing, for the long arm, personal journals, and just journals for fun. But so that is the first thing, and that is a habit that I've had for a long time. I've had the habit of journaling since I was in 7th grade. So, and I'm an old, we won't use the word that I was going to use, but y'all know I'm old. So that's a long time and a lot of journals. And I don't see any questions so far. Hopefully I didn't lose any. But the one thing in talking about, things that need to be put away from the evening before are what's left of some fabrics that I cut for a block that I'm going to be working on just a little bit later this morning, actually in Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. They will be teaching their block this morning that they do every Monday for their weekly sampler quilt that they do. And these are the fabrics that were for that block that is going to be taught this morning over on Kathy's Quilts and Crafts. And I didn't get these strips put back away in my strip drawer from what I pulled in the leftover. So as soon as I get off of this live video, those will be put away. But the other habit that I have, and you can see on the block that will be taught today, is my fabrics are cut, but I label them as I go. So I know that this is the colorway number 1, and this is the number 2s. These are the 3s with the background on it. But these are the 4s, which is actually this one. And these are the 5s. And this is the 6. So they are all organized, ready to go. I know I don't have to look and go, okay, what one's what? Because if you just follow along in the pattern with it, the way that it says, I know what I'm supposed to be picking up for the next section of the quilt block. And everything's organized and easy, really easy to get to. So is my chat not moving? Well, yeah, no, it's not moving. Let me get it going. I probably did. I probably did miss some because for some reason it wasn't scrolling up. Hello, June. Welcome, welcome. Let me go back and check and see what else I may have missed while I was chatting. I thought everybody was chatting with everyone else. The curl looks great. I'm not so good with the curling iron, but I try, says Ingrid. Yeah, I try, but it's more of a disaster. So I don't know. But and Kathy says, thank you. Beverly's dropping the links as well as the others. And Tracy's talking to Kathy there. Don't need to read the ones that's between you. So Terry says, I am multitasking this morning. Yes, Kathy is going to be teaching the block today. Hello, Sheila. Welcome, welcome. Oh, let me see. And talking, what kind of information do you journal about on your projects? It's more or less a journal on my projects of, I put it in there, which this is actually my project journal over here. So let me just give you an example. Oh, like this is one that is finished, but it's the Mystery Civil War era one that I was working on. And I put the date that I was working on it, what I actually did. It says pieced 4 additional blocks and added to the rows. So every date that I work on it, I put the time and what I did during that time. So that is more a specific one for the project. So I can look at it. I know exactly how many days, how many hours, when I worked on it from completion until finish. So that's how I keep. And there's, several. If it's a long one, which this is long time gone, there are several pages for it. So everything is on there for every day that I work on it, the times, and what I accomplished during that time. So that is my project journal. Thank you for that question. Yep, that's one of them. That's also right over here, close by me all the time. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day, says Katie Crafts. Welcome, welcome. Saw you earlier, Katie, over at 100 Proof Quilt. I'm not sure which one it was, so I won't say. I was at a couple this morning, so I'm not sure which one you were at. But you're younger today than you will be. Yeah, you made me think about that one for a minute, Debbie. I'm younger today than I will be tomorrow. Okay, thank you for the reminder. I'm getting even older. I know that's not what you meant, but yes, my birthday is tomorrow. So tomorrow I will be older than I am today. But okay, let me see now if there's any other. I wonder if anyone has a pattern for how to sew a fabric journal to keep. Yes, there are many patterns out for that, Tracy, and I will look up some of them that I have, and I can always share that information with you. But there are several patterns out for sewing, making cloth journal covers and cloth journals and that type of thing. So I will get back with you on that when I have time to look and check that out. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Saw you at Brandy's. Okay, yes. It was like I was on a couple this morning while I got out here early and got a chance to catch some of the lives that I don't catch that start early in the morning. So I was catching a few of those this morning and enjoyed them. Okay, so put that away. We don't need that anymore. We'll go on to what else I had to share. The other habit that I have, and it's out of view here, but there is a little stand-up holder there, and whatever current thing that I'm working on, the pattern is always sitting there so I don't lose it. I know where it's at, and a reminder that is the one that we are working on is that Quilt Along in the in my Facebook group right now. So that's there and always reminding me that to keep up to date and post on any posts that I need for that, because I may, be ahead. Well, yeah, I better be ahead. I better not be behind. If I was behind, I wouldn't be able to tell you what to do. But so I stay ahead on that. So that's a reminder always that what I need to do. So that's another habit that I have. And I know there was and another, which this is just kind of a fun habit, and is I don't always get pattern books and such because I'm going to make the patterns. I know that can sound like, well, why are we getting it then? Which I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there are others out there that like to collect them and like to look through them. And some, you kind of consider like a coffee table type, book and that type of thing. And there are designers that we just kind of grow to love. And when they put out new patterns, we think that we need to have it because it's new. And I'm kind of that way. So that is a habit. And there is one gal that I truly just love her style and her patterns. And yes, I will make some of them, but I know that I will never make all of them. And I was showing in my week in review, and that I'm talking about Tilda. And I just love to have those sitting around just to look at. I mean, her fabrics and everything are just, to me, which just this page right here, just getting to look at the fabrics and the way she has them laid out in her photography and that type of thing, which I'm sure it was a professional that laid, them out for photo taking and stuff. But see the other one. I mean, I just love looking at stuff like that and getting ideas, and then try to display some of my things that way too. So everything looks pretty and nice and put together instead of just a mix mash of everything all over the place. So am I OCD that way? Yes, I am, just like I am OCD in my organization. But in the cute little collection box of this, that's a habit. I just like the idea of the cute collection and setting it, somewhere on one of my cubbies or shelves as a decor. I always have a hard time getting that back in there. But, setting it this way or the other way, if you want, as a cute decoration, even just to be sitting in my stitching cottage to display and that type of thing. So let me check this again. Awesome. Thank you, Jean, for that information. I truly appreciate it. You are welcome. Welcome. Thank you for the happy birthday, Tracy. Happy anniversary of your birth. That's a good way of saying that, Danielle. Makes me feel older. So I say happy anniversary of your birth. Yeah, I agree. At first I was thinking, no, my anniversary isn't here yet. That's in October. I'm sure I will have a beautiful day. Thank you. I don't know if the weather will be a beautiful day, but I will have a beautiful day no matter what. But one of my other habits that I have gotten into lately, and I suggest any of you that have not gotten any shape or form of one of these arts yet, invest in one or two or three. I hate this sweatshirt. I'm sorry. It's one that just totally. But if you haven't, grab one of these, and I'm trying to get it to where you can see some of the stuff on it better. I can't back up any further there because there's the 3 tiers on it. You just can't see the bottom tier. But it is a great way for those little projects, little things. If you do, hand quilting, hand stitching projects, other than, your normal quilting or any other type of craft, you can keep a lot of things on these and have handy and keep your surface areas clear by keeping what you are working on, what projects you are doing on one of these instead, and have it totally organized, really easy to get at and grab on whichever specific project you want to work out that time. When you're not using it, you can roll it anywhere that's out of your way in your stitching crafting room. So those are a great habit to have and to keep your stuff in there neatly, so you're not looking all over, where is that project, where is this project, if you are like me and most of us working on several projects at a time. So that is a great way to stay organized and a great habit to get into. And the other part of that is, of course, when you're done with that project, putting it back exactly in the same spot on the thing each time so that you know where it is and it's ready and right at hand to use. So I'm checking the time there. I went to a Quilt Guild show on Friday. They were selling books from their library at $3 for 3 for 5. Yes, that is a great way, and I have taken advantage of those from the guild that I belong to when they would do that too. They, want to be able to get new books in all the time, so they will go through, and some of the older ones they put up for sale, and it is a great way to be able to add to your stash of pattern books that way, because they usually are a really good deal. Thank you for sharing that, Katie, and reminding me of that. Absolutely love. Yes, Kathy loves her pink one. She keeps her quilting notions in it and other things. Terry says that she loves her cart as well. Yes, that's like I said, I want another one, and I will probably be getting the next time I go to Walmart, if they still have them, because that is where I got mine, and mine was only $15. So, and it's very sturdy. So if they still have them up there in the white, I would love if they would get them in turquoise, but they don't seem to. I mean, other sites and other ones I know you can go to and get them in that, but it's easy to pick up at my local Walmart when we're out. So I am hoping to get another one. I will treat myself to that. Let's put it that way. But I think I have covered all the things that I had just in mind this morning for talking about some of my habits. I have a lot more, which forgot. We'll mention the one that's behind me here in a little bit. But I love who's ever doing all the hearts and the smiley faces and playing with the little button down there. That's a cute thing to add on. It's too bad we can't see it on our actual screen going in front of us, and we have to look to the side and notice that they're going up, because of course I read my chat on my phone and I'm on the laptop in front of me. But so that is cute. And YouTube is having a glitch the past few days because they keep taking your scroll of your live chat away, and it says something about a glitch in the server 503 and try again. The minute you hit it, it comes right back up, but that's very annoying. So Terry says hers is mint green and it came with a board on the top bin. I want another, but of course that heart is in the way, but really don't need it. Well, I have to laugh because most of the things I want, yes, I don't need. So you have to outweigh the want and the need, I guess, and the cost, and then decide, is it something you're really going to get? Or is it something that you need to pass on for now? Which that's hard to do when it comes to our quilting and our sewing and our love of crafting and stuff. That's why we accumulate so much stuff, and sometimes beyond the years that we will be able to think we have, and won't be able to make it in our lifetime. That's another story for another day. But one of the other habits behind me is on my design wall. And of course, those are the blocks sections so far that I have done a long time gone, that you've seen that I am making the quilt by Jen Canewell, called that name. And I like to put them up there. Of course, they are not in the order of the quilt. They're because you have to get all of the block sections together, and they don't necessarily go in the quilt where she starts with, the number 1 block and whatever. After they're all made, then there is a whole 10 pages of how it is assembled, and all the fillers, blocks, and all the sashing strips and everything that go around to make it all come together as a completed quilt. But I put them up in order, and then you can see the they're sticky notes, but they're pinned on so they won't fall off, that says which block number and the block of the name and the size of the block on every single one of those. So that is also a habit that I get into, and they are all on there so I can see them, keep me inspired to keep going and working on the quilt and getting it done. And then, of course, when I'm not working on the long arm, which I should be because there is a quilt on there that needs to be finished, it kind of is a catch-all, but for things that I am currently working on, which that is the veterans quilt flag is here that I need quite often, so it's there and quick to um, get my hands on when I need it for showing as the sample and everything. Of course, the one that I'm working on along with the group is in another location because I'm making another one as we go. And then you can only see the corner of it. Trying to get my finger right up there on the long arm. That is the next pile of fabrics that have been pulled for the next section of the long time gone that I have started quilting. They're on one of the big um, hand design boards that I have that I use for cutting out the stuff. That's there. So that's another habit. And then off to the side, so that when I am ready to layer this quilt, is the backing and binding that is already chosen. And oops, that's behind me right back there on my right about where my hand is when I take it down. But that's laying across the top bars on the long arm now also. So, and I know that I will be completing all that stuff that is on there before I get back on schedule of quilting the quilt that's on the long arm. So they're not really in the way because I'm not actually working on that quilt on the long arm right now. But hello, Shirley. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. And so I think that unless anybody has any questions or any other things that they would like to share on some of their habits and tips, um, I would love to see what some of the others of you do. Thank you for dropping Shirley's link. Thank you for dropping all the links of everyone that we know that has those. And again, shortly after I'm off the live, is when Kathy's Quilts and Crafts comes on. So if any of you that are on here haven't been to Kathy's Quilts and Crafts yet, make sure that you hop on over there. I'll put the link in the description box once I get off here. I don't put stuff like that on lives until after I'm done with the live because that keeps the trolls and stuff out because that's the kind of thing that they try to find, to be able to go in and whatever. So I wait until the live is over to put that information in the description box every time. But so as soon as I get off here, I will add that to the description box and you can go and click on that. And those of you that would like to see and have a great time on a channel that you can chat with a lot of others, see 3 to 4 to 5 ladies live at a time working on stuff and chatting and having some great laughter at times and support for others going through things also. I mean, it is a great place and a unique place to go if you are a quilter, a crafter, or whatever, and have a great time because it's not just quilting either. Like me, I'm not just quilting, it's other stitches involved. They also do counted cross stitch. They also do, I think, some crocheting and that type of thing. I'm trying to remember what's done on the days, and right now my mind isn't focusing on that. But they kind of have a schedule of doing different things through the days because they are on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're not on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but you can catch them there on the other days. And I know it's different, for time. If you're Eastern Standard, it's like 1 o'clock. So take it from there for what time your zone is on. But they are there and on into the evening. So you can pop in and out anytime and have a great time with them. And well, yes, if you're in the chat, you'll be able to find her because I know that it's been dropped in there. Her link has been dropped. So, but I will also put it again in the description box. So I want to thank you all for popping on here with me. I also want to let you know that I am going to be, I don't know how long it's going to take, but in the works, I'm going to start in the future having some collaboration with some of the other channels that also subscribe to me, and I subscribe to theirs, and there's a few that I'd like to get with and start doing some type of collaboration, maybe doing some interviews at times and things. But going to start doing something like that, that it is specific to a theme and that type of thing. So look for information on that in the future, because I will be adding that to my YouTube channel. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to pop off of here so I can get ready for my next work that I have to do. And thank you for dropping Kathy's link again. So Terry, yes, and she is also talking about Kathy's channel there too, if you want to read that. But so everyone, take care. Have a great day. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I will have an awesome birthday tomorrow. And I'm not getting older, I'm getting better. That's how we'll put it. And I'm sticking with it before Terry says that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So thank you, everybody. See you again soon. And in the meantime, remember, I can keep you in stitches. Bye bye. Have a great day.